Hello there, this is Zephyr again, and we're going to continue with this new run of Halls of Torment. So the first run was the Swordsman, starting from scratch again. Second run was the Cleric. That one was a little rough. We got through it. So today, we're going to go with the Warlock. The Warlock has been updated to 2 bullets. So it summons Ravagers. They are projectile, they are magic damage, and they seek enemies. So they're kind of like a chain lightning, basically. They have a duration instead of a puncture, basically, sort of. So their piercing effect is 100, but they're more governed by their duration. So a bunch of enemies clustered together, they'll go right through all of them. Unlike, say, the Archer, the bow projectiles will just pierce 3 times and be done. So, crit chance of 10%, crit bonus of 200%, attack speed pretty fast, and gains 1 summon at a level 100. So how multi-hits work in this game is they actually add up. They are not chance. So if we're at level 50, we will have 2.5 bullets, which means every other attack would have 3 Ravagers. So relatively fast movement speed, has 0 regeneration, and has very low health. The Warlock, of course, focuses on summons. We've got some other stuff here. So, let's see here. We do have 1 revive now. Let's go with damage. Damage. Let's see here. What else can we get for a little bit of gold? We'll do some pickup range. So we have 40% pickup range. I'm going to keep the revive. So let's, I can't. There needs to be an option to escape there. Base defense of 0 and block strength of 0. So anything that we wear here is going to be of limited value unless it gives health. So I'm going to go with defense because defense is percentage damage reduction. We don't have it right now, but we get it from the chainmail. So this has been changed from a percentage defense bonus, same with this, and percentage block strength, to a flat defense bonus. This is very helpful for the classes that have none. And it kind of trims down the excess for classes that already had a lot, which means you're not going to have as many extremes, kind of normalizing the values at the top and the bottom. Let's do attack speed. And we aren't going to have a lot of health on this character, and it's going to cost a lot of money to get this. So I'm just going to leave this in the well. Oops. I outfitted the wrong character. There we go. We unlocked the Forgotten Viaduct. Let's do it. So there is this bird in this level now, Crow. It gives you a massive speed boost and wants you to run straight southwest. And it will disappear sometimes and come back. The enemies in this region have a lot of defense. So this will probably end poorly. Or attack speed. But I want to see if it's possible to beat this region with a new character class with our meta progression that we've achieved with the gold. We haven't achieved much with medic progression on the items yet, just the base items that come free with the Wellkeeper. He's really happy with being freed from whatever cage he was in there. I don't know why he was in a cage instead of, say, you know, dead. Most of these enemies just want to kill you, so not sure what's going on there. Ow. Go away. Don't walk through me. Just do pickup range here. One of the major benefits, of course, with the split Ravager is the fact that even though... I mean, it's basically double damage, but it's not double damage against a single target. It's double damage against, of course, a group of targets. And it is extremely unreliable AoE damage because of how it moves through the line. It's mostly reliable, though. It's just not as reliable as, say, an arrow. We got some attack speed here. Multi-strike. I really want that multi-strike. So for now, we'll just take this. Filler, but we'll take it. Since we don't have... I don't know. Sure, we'll go for some range. Since we don't have any other effects, the 20% damage is going to be better than the 10% damage, just straight up. Ooh. Pick up. Not much on the ground, though. A little bit, but not much. There's a multi-strike. Let's take that. So every so often we'll get 3 ghosts. Okay, so Astronomer's Orbs are summons. I'm going to take that. Don't know how useful it's going to be. But we now have 2 bosses to worry about, which could lead to our demise. I don't know. We'll go with some more pickup range. It's very easily to get swarmed in this level due to current, like, meta progression kind of thing. So we may not be strong enough here to actually deal with the level. For a character class that has 0 defense, 0 block, and 0 health regeneration, and extremely low health, I'm not entirely sure what this character class is really good at. Other than summons, obviously. It does really good at that. Seems kind of bad when enemies are not clumped together. Actually being kind of an area of effect class, that is going to be a struggle. The gargoyles move in a sort of circular pattern here. Kind of glide sideways. That hurt. I'm getting very brutalized here. Now we have yet another boss. We're going to be struggling pretty heavy here. Okay. Going from 0 to something is going to be maybe helpful for regen. Hey, an achievement. While crit chance is not very useful here, we don't have many options. The Potion Keeper is in this level. Let's get some more movement speed here. Oh, this is going to be rough. I think choosing the orbiters was a bad idea. A pretty big cut to our damage. But we should be hitting 3 attacks now. Yeah, pretty often. We are struggling a good deal to kill anything. Oh, please don't touch me. He touched me. I'm really hoping for some of these barrels to contain something useful. The Cupbearer. Okay, so let's go find his potion. Oh, here we go. We'll do Lightning Strike. That will help us somewhat. It may be too late in the run to go this way. There is a moving army wall thing. So if we're too late on that... Whew. Let's just take a little bit of health. Ooh, more multi-strike. My auto-aim seems to be at targeting the ghosts that are invulnerable. That is interesting. Can we make it? Can we make it? very carefully. We did it. We got the quest. I just kind of walked in through a bunch of enemies. Hard to turn around there. Anyway, the cupbearer now allows us to gather potions and reagents, which will allow us to reroll stuff. One thing that is unlocked by playing the Warlock is the ability to use elemental damage on your summons. So you can turn these little dudes, the Ravagers, into lightning or fire or whatever damage. And with a memory potion, you can take 2 of them. They'll have a chance to do a little bit of both effects. Please don't touch me, please don't touch me, please don't touch me. Ah! Hanging on by a thread here. 6 health. No! Okay, we did unlock the ability Clay Golem. Not my favorite by a lot, but it can be useful. So we got a little bit of gold. We will... yeah. Do something like that. Yeah, most of this is super expensive. So we'll try it again. We'll see how far we can get. I'm going to go north this time instead. See if we can get the cup and bring it back to this guy and actually start collecting reagents shortly thereafter. But this would be your normal progression, or intended progression at least, is to get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and be able to maybe do some stuff in this level. I find this level to be a strong, or at least it used to be when I first played it. Oh, we got 2 of them. It's a strong power jump difficulty spike. So if you can't do this level, don't do it. Don't do what I'm doing. Just because I'm doing it to kind of test things out here. If you can do it, then do it. But basically, the goal of this run now is to unlock the meta progression. We're barely killing anything. We just don't have the damage. We don't have the progression. Now, I think that's one of the cool things about games like this, roguelike in general, Hades and stuff like that as well, is the idea that you can slowly but surely multiply your power levels. You're getting attack speed, you're getting multi-strike, you're getting health regeneration, getting all these different things relatively quickly. I should have picked up that scroll before moving northward. I'm breaking the boxes in hope for a... that's not going to be very useful, but it's something. The others were all defensive. But in hopes that we can get this cup to the cupbearer, free him from this location. So it shows up here. Top left there. This game is relatively simple, so the quests are also relatively simple. Find a thing, bring it back. So the first guy was a key, bring it back and you free him. This guy's a cup, bring it back and you start unlocking potions. But in a much more normal scenario, I would say grind out the first couple levels instead of doing this level. I'll take some base regen there. Not much, but it's better than 0. Let's do Arcane Splinters this run. There's a lot of enemies. This might actually work really well. You're doing a lot of movement and stuff too. So they'll walk through them. Okay, there we go. We rescued him. So if nothing else, you can start off with just getting... I'm just going to get some base defense here. We have literally no block strength and basically no defense. So what's our damage reduction? 32%. Gonna go with attack speed. We probably have less attack speed than we do damage, although it's not as good. So force will help most summons in their duration. Basically how far they go or how they function. There are a couple of really cool rings. One summons skeletons, another one summons imps, another one summons rats. The rat ring is more status effect oriented. Still quite strong. I actually enjoy the rat ring on occasion. If you're trying to go for a lot of status effects kind of stuff, the rat ring is good. There's a slow helmet. I haven't really seen the value in that one though. Deals damage based on like the amount of stacks of slow or something. I haven't gotten that to play out very well. I think they buffed it, though. Pretty sure they buffed it. Like, doubled its damage or something. So I'm wandering left here again to get this scroll. I don't know if that's the good idea or not. You probably get a scroll off this guy, but... let's just go pure damage here. Last time I focused a little bit on some multi-strike, so maybe just going pure damage will help us just kill a boss or two, move through the game. Every run that you do is not necessarily in vain. You're going to gain gold. You're potentially going to gain achievements. Achievements increase your global experience bonuses. Let's just keep going damage. The knight on the horse is harder to hit, but not necessarily that strong. You saw that I dodged him for a good while last time. we're probably going to be able to dodge most of his stuff still. Bob and weave, bob and weave. So damage and multi-strike or damage and attack speed. I'm going to go with damage and attack speed. This run. Ugh. So when picking your traits, remember that some traits are global and some traits are local, so to say. If it says magic damage, it only affects things with magic damage. Let's do this. Swift feet. I do feel like I'm really slow in a lot of this, and part of that is just I'm not killing fast enough. So the game feels really slow to me. My movement speed, I mean. And I'm wearing movement speed boots. But they nerfed movement speed overall. They normalized it like the defensive stuff. So it is base movement speed now instead of percentage movement speed. Which means slower classes are going to get more out of it as a percentage of their value. A health potion. Oh, get off me. Why are you touching me? More attack speed and damage. This should be really helpful, hopefully. We just keep picking up these specs, huh? It really wants me to take this. I guess I don't have any other option. We do have a movement speed buff from the bird. But it doesn't seem to matter if I just run into enemies, though. Go figure. Seems like a bad idea to run into enemies. Enemies have some very unique movement patterns in this level, such that... More damage! More damage! Just need to kill things, just need to kill things. Such that the gargoyles kind of move in a circular pattern. The soldiers move in kind of a weird straight lineup pattern. There is a buff up there. Not sure that I want to go up there for it, but I will, I guess. Ooh, and some health. Health is good. Strength 3. Here we go. We're starting to get some serious damage. Ooh, did not see that. I was looking at the other thing. Don't look at the other thing. That is bad. We do have one revive still. It probably won't save us, but we have one revive. We are starting to get some of the clutter down. The birds are starting to die. We haven't killed any of these bosses yet, though, which is going to be a problem. There are a lot of bosses in this level, especially if we touch this. And I was trying to dodge the gargoyle here. And ran into another dude. So the arcane splinters are actually doing kind of decent damage. I have a feeling that lightning would have probably still been better. I don't think we got the option for lightning. I think we had the option for ice. But you can see how just a little bit of bonus damage. We've got like 30% bonus damage globally. I think we've got, what, 40% or something on Ravaging Specters. Range damage. Yeah, 40 from our stances, 30 from strength, 20 from weapon proficiency, and 30% from the shrine. So, we're doubling our damage now, which means that if the enemies have double health, we're actually, kind of catching up with them. It is not uncommon due to both concepts within math, just basic math, but also just how game design works, that your first so many levels in a game, I'm going to compare this to like Salt and Sanctuary, Salt and Sacrifice, Dark Souls, Diablo. You're going from potentially naked to geared, and that first shift is going to strongly benefit you in your damage, in your attack speed, and your whatever, to the point where you're probably going to double or triple or multiply by 10 even really early on. And then everything's going to slow down right after that. I feel like in this game, it doesn't slow down as much, which is nice. Let's do ring blades. We already have the other thing that kind of acts similar, so we'll do that. So ring blades just kind of spin out. They're really slow to spawn. Did they change them? I don't remember them changing them. Man, that is really slow to spawn. That one ring blade did 7,000 damage, or maybe it was 2 ring blades so far. So maybe they buffed them and made them slower. So it's just going to fly right. It didn't do much. It did 1,000 damage, I guess. We are going to die. Movement speed and health. Yes, please. So ring blades tend to, I think, always go left to right or up and down kind of thing. That one's going left to right. No. Go away. Go away. So close, so close. We will eventually need to start moving north again. Okay, I'm going to take lightning strikes. We're probably not going to last much longer here. The next boss I think that is summoned is... Oh, this boss is really rough. The ice spikes are denying me a lot of space. Yep, there it is. I believe the Hydra has spawned on the top side here. Maybe I'm wrong. Something's spitting those. We'll We'll work on some multi-strike. This will work on all of our abilities. 10% multi-strike goes a long way when you have 3 different abilities. One movement mess up here and we are dead. Everything is just kind of spamming at this point. Ah, he's the one doing the thing. So there is a... get through there. Need some health, need some health. Some health would be really nice. Since we're not killing the bosses, we're also not getting items, which means we're not getting item progression. So this is another reason why don't do what I'm doing right now, maybe. It's not the most efficient thing to do. More movement speed is good. I love movement speed. A potion. Carrots. We are going to get pinned here really quickly. We killed the horseman. We got an item. If we can get to it. Something is spitting things and I don't like it. We're going to take some damage there. Woo! The iron ring. Let's go recover that thing. We can get to the well before we die. It's going to be very difficult here. Oh, we're actually surviving some of these hits. Kind of. I can't get to the well. There's too many people there. Yeah, this is over. I couldn't get to the well. Look at that mob. That's rough. So yeah. I'll stop there, but let's look at our... we got Transfixion. So I think Transfixion is actually really good. It causes, I think, Fragile, which increases damage. We killed the Horseman, which gives us the Shield Maiden. And we unlocked the Cupbearer. So you can get progression from doing the levels in order. But you are definitely intended probably to grind the earlier levels a little bit. So we didn't even get enough gold for the Scars of Toil. And the Scars of Toil are really good on probably something like the Shield Maiden. So let's look at, just real quick, I've got some time since this video has sort of failed in the run. There it is. Someone was asking literally like yesterday or 2 days ago or something. How do you get the Mask of Madness? You have to do this quest. You literally have to take damage. Now, I find this kind of funny because the Warlock has no regeneration. So it's just kind of an interesting, counterintuitive quest, but it is a quest. So it does look like you have to do it with the Warlock. So I mistyped that in the answer that I said the other day. You do have to do it with Warlock, which means that you do need some form of regeneration, revives, etc., max health, or just a lot of continuous runs. to unlock the Mask of Madness, which is maybe why the Mask of Madness sometimes doesn't get unlocked if you're not using the Warlock that much. Or specifically with that in mind. Some other stuff. The Shield Maiden. We've got that unlocked. We've got some other stuff. Play for 333 minutes on this save. So we've played for 100 minutes across so far. Dedication 4. Dedication is a class-based thing. So similar. Kill 100,000 enemies in total. We're up in proficiency 4. We are missing out on some of our core... Yeah, proficient stance 4. Gold is now brewed in barrels. I don't know what that means. I already get gold from barrels. Collect 300 gold. Shrine of Blessing. Health regeneration. Okay. This one's kind of funny. You have to get 200,000 gold to get 5,000 gold. I find it funny because you need a lot of gold to get a kind of small burst. A lot of the items cost 6,000 or 10,000 to unlock. So it's just kind of a little bonus there. And then you've got some stuff like this. Crit enemies 50,000 times. So we're halfway there. 1,000 gold. You know, this is going to take forever. But this doesn't take forever. We could probably do this in about 6-7 runs. And if you're using the Archer, maybe quicker. Anyway, so... Yeah, so a lot of these, like, core ones, these are going to be a big deal. Kill 10 bosses. So, because I keep running new characters in new areas and dying, I'm not killing enough enemies. So, like, let's see here. We haven't done enough damage with lightning strikes quite yet. Upgrade electrifying strikes. It gives a trait upgrade. The item Warhorns. Kill 25,000 enemies in a single run. And gives you the tome. Oh, that's how you do the quest tracker. You just click it. Cool. So... Bloodcatcher is a good item. It is this quest. Oh no, that one's easy. There's one for the Warlock where you can't use your main attack for 28 minutes or something, which was glitched for multiple patches. Ark of Sanctity. So if you reach Agony 3 with each character's specific location, you get the marks. Did not do that with Fighter's Headband. Fighter's Headband's pretty good. Last run, 5,000. Needs a distance of 804,000. That seems like a very weird and specific number. I don't know if there's a reference there or a purpose there, but 804,672 meters. But generally your goals will be to get every character at least to level 30, then I'll let each character to level 60. These will unlock your biggest milestones. Beating each room, I believe, unlocks the Agony mode. So if we do... So kill enemies, where's the... Nope, I don't think that's how Agony mode works anymore. It used to work that way. Beating the room used to give Agony mode. Looks like they might have done something they were talking about doing where you have to beat all 5 levels before you unlock Agony. I do believe that means all 5 of the different final bosses. So, yeah. So when it comes to the Shrine of Blessings, if you're not taking damage or you're playing a tankier character, health capacity is probably not going to help you as much. If you're hitting just a few bits of damage, then health regeneration might help, especially like just 1 point. Whereas in movement speed, not much here, but they gave everybody a little bit more movement speed. So, and then the movement speed traits now are flat, so this bonus applies to the movement speed traits as well. Early pickup range I find personally very useful. You can use the pickup gloves if you don't want the attack speed gloves. That's a pretty big sacrifice though. But if you need that early experience, you're having troubles traversing an area, whatever. However, that's not what I wanted to do. You know, getting that extra little bit of damage or extra bit of attack range, maybe not using a revive since it's super expensive. Like, would this be the difference of, you know, snowballing in the early game? It could be. It could be. Revives are really useful if you're pushing yourself to the, you know, final boss maybe. But we got to the final boss on the swordsman on the first level without a revive. And if we had a revive, I don't know if it would have made a difference. Maybe we needed more movement speed to dodge him. Maybe we need more damage to finish him off. So, offense is often the best defense. And movement speed is also one of the best defenses. So, yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this content. We didn't make it very far, but we did unlock a ton of stuff. The cupbearer. So, there we go. We now have 1 reroll. This is very useful in the early game to be able to just get what you want on those first few levels. If you're not finding it, or if you really want something specific, you know, reroll quickly. Eventually, we will get Potions of Oblivion, which I think is this one right here. Which looks like it probably comes from mostly the 2nd region. So each reagent comes from a specific location. So like this blue cap mushroom probably comes from the ice region, which is the 4th region. I think some of these come from the 1st and 3rd regions. And then once you have them unlocked, you can just get bottles. So you'll find bottles in the levels, and you'll do that. So here's the Gatherer's Charm. We now have an actual charm. That's a big deal. So rescuing the cupbearer gives you a 10% movement speed bonus effectively. Because you might not have an amulet yet. Which I don't. So. But there's 100% pickup range if you need the pickup range over the 30 attack speed. But this is extremely useful just for the movement speed. And it, of course, stacks with the traits now. Multiplies the traits, I should say. So, hopefully this video has been helpful for people that are just starting out. That's kind of the goal of this reset, is to kind of re-experience it for myself, because it is different now. It's been many months since I bought this game. I will probably just do a few more videos here and there with this save file. Might try the Exterminator or something on the 1st level, or the Shield Maiden on one of the levels. So, but we're coming up to the point where we almost have every character unlocked. There's, we're missing the Sorceress, we're missing the Hound Master, Beast Master, and we are missing, what are we missing here? There's like 2 here, 1 there, and 1 there. So we're missing like 4? 5? We're missing 5 character classes. So there's 5 more character classes. Ah, yes. The Landsnocht goes here. The Gunner. The Beast Hunter goes here. Got the Sorceress. And... man, I cannot remember. Anyway, for another video, we'll talk about all the different classes maybe a little bit at one point. This is just a gameplay video. I'm just talking about mechanics, breaking them down, talking about like the early game and what you want to kind of focus on maybe a little bit. Probably don't do what I'm doing other than, you know, running and getting the cupbearer. And maybe even just like giving him his cup and then dying immediately. Like that might be a good goal. you know, for time commitment. But, you know, running, say, the Haunted Caverns with each character class once, running each level with each character class once might be good, just for experience, and then getting your achievements. We've got 16% experience bonus now. That's it's going to change every game because that snowball effect. Having a little bit more damage, a little bit more experience gain, it's going to be great. Anyway, until next time, like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this content. Hopefully it has shined some light on this game and how to play it a little bit, also how not to play it. Either way, hope this video made your day a little bit better, and keep on gaming.